The only other note I had is Mandalorian is Ash and Baby Yoda is Pikachu. And they go on
Fair
adventures. And he's in the Pokeball.
Hello and welcome to the Crab Tales Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about The Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 1, Chapter 9, The Marshal. My name's Bryce and I'm joined by Kieran.
Heyo.
And Jason.
Heyo.
I always say that.
I don't know the difference between them.
Heyo. Wait, who's that?
I don't know. Sorry.
Heyo. So a quick recap for this episode.
That was really quick.
That was good.
Yeah,
The Mandalorian is drawn to the Outer Rim in search of others of his kind. He's looking for another Mandalorian so he can take the child back.
He wants to breed.
He wants to breed with the
Because he
Mando.
knows they're nearly dead. He wants
Yeah.
to find another one.
Yep.
And
Makes
then,
sense.
and then he wrestles with the snake.
That's how they breed.
That was a good one.
And that's all that happens.
And
That's
that's it.
According to Bryce, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go.
Bryce, I do want to start off
Okay.
just with the ending thing, though. Do you know who that was at the end?
No, I have no idea who that is.
So I knew he wouldn't know. Do you know who that was at the end?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then I know who that was. at
So
the
you
end.
searched that
Did
up.
you-
Only
look it up?
because I only recently watched. I mean, now I think I'm wrong. I'm not saying.
Tell me what
God,
you think
you're
it's
wrong.
connected to. Let me think for a sec.
Well, I think it's him.
The Mandalorian.
Okay.
I think it's Boba Fett.
Yeah, okay.
It's the same actor, I'm pretty sure, that was in Attack of the Clones.
Oh, I didn't even notice it.
Well,
like that.
I think he was like a Kiwi looking dude, and I was like,
Oh.
and I just thought, why else would they show
No,
that
you're
random
right.
guy with scars there?
Okay. And then now I think back to it. He's wearing a similar outfit to the Tusken Raiders, and he had a bow and something else on him.
It was. At first, I was like, is that Boba Fett's armor? And I didn't know, and that was the only reason why I kind of caught on to it. But I also did watch episode 1 and 2 recently. So
You knew that was Boba Fett's
yeah,
armor, though?
yeah.
Good,
As
okay.
soon as I saw it, you didn't know that.
that was
What?
Boba Fett's armor.
Yeah.
I was questioning if it was or not. I said I watched episode 1 and 2, not fucking.
As soon as they showed his back, that's exact colours of Jango Fett's, which was Boba Fett's before anyway. But the way they made it. And then all the colours are identical. I didn't think that they wouldn't do it otherwise.
Because this is after. I mean, it's clearly after 6.
Yeah.
So it's after he's eaten by that thing, right?
The Sarlacc, yeah.
Yeah, which they talk about in the show that the snake thing that they're killing killed that.
Yes.
Ate it.
Which I thought the Sarlacc was going into the town, but I didn't. Like, do they move like that?
Yeah,
That's when
I didn't even know what the. So I actually looked that up. I don't know what a Sarlacc was. I was
Oh,
like, what is that? So I looked it up because I was like, this thing ate this other thing, and it's supposed to be epic. What's this other thing? And I was like, oh, it's the thing that Boba Fett got eaten
Yeah,
by.
yeah.
So maybe that hinted at the end.
That's the only-
That's probably why I caught on it. But
the reason I know is because they talk so much about Boba Fett fighting and getting out of the Sarlacc, but they never showed anything in the show.
so do you reckon he either got out of it or that thing ate it so he could
Yeah,
escape?
escapes. Yeah.
Because all it does is devours you over thousands of years or something. Isn't that what the thing that it did?
Don't
I
know.
just remember a Robot Chicken episode, fucking random, where someone falls in it and Boba Fett's in there, and then they're like, "Hey, man," and he's like, "Hey," it's like, "How long has it been?" He's like, "I don't know, 100 years or something like that," and then they have a conversation.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
So I don't know. That's why I assume. So he would have just been sitting there.
If it's Robot Chicken, it's canon.
It's
so
pretty much.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, no. So that was one
Yeah.
thing that I noticed. I just wanted to know if you noticed that, Bryce.
Bryce, what was your overall impression of it?
I love filler episodes, especially when they're the first ones.
Filler. Boba Fett's armor. Filler.
No,
It's like a 30-second thing.
I think I kind of know what you mean in the way of the story scene. It is a filler episode in a way.
But-
In shows, that thing happens in a filler episode. The things that happened would happen in a filler episode.
But
But
that
they
just,
did other things as well.
Yeah.
that
but-
would make me feel like you're not watching any of that. They all feel like that. They're all contained stories. A little bit links to the next one, and you saw that at the end.
Yeah, but I just wanted to be more excited, you know?
About what?
About something happening.
Were you,
They just see a big snake and they're like, ooh.
do you reckon
let's
you
go
were
kill that.
overhyped for it?
No way.
Okay, interesting.
I mean, I enjoyed the episode,
Yeah,
but yeah.
I don't know. A lot of the I thought it was cool with seeing all the different creatures and different races and all that. Like, I mean, I think some have been in it before, but I can't pay attention to every fucking race and creature in this show. But
a lot of the prequel stuff was in this, like those Tusken Raider dog things, which I thought, I wonder if that was a reference to them near the start when the guy's hanging up, and he turns off the lights and this thing's going to eat him.
Yeah.
I thought that was a reference to him, but it's clearly not because that was a different planet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then it was really cool to see them come back into it later because they were in episode 2 when Anakin takes out the whole camp. He's killing those dog
sorry.
things.
I thought you meant the of this series.
I had the toy.
I was like, yeah, no, because he kills them all because they did something to his mum. What did they do to his mum? Killed his mum.
Killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that
I
little detail.
Literally watched the episode not even that long ago. Yeah. And then so then he didn't obviously kill their whole race, but yeah.
But he killed the women and children.
There's
too.
one thing that annoys me about them. I understand the language thing needs to happen. Like you need to be speaking a different language and all that. But I think there's too much of it in this episode. That's a negative that I was like, at the beginning I was cool with it, and then I thought he was going to change. He started doing sign language and speaking, and I thought, oh, thank God they're going to stop doing that. And then he did it again a bit later. I was like, for fuck's sake, I don't need to hear that.
It got cringe.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
Yeah, like you're at a fucking cosplay event, and then there's all these people doing it, and you're like, oh, stop it, please. You know, I don't know. That was annoying.
I like that he knew that language though at the start. Like they just have the music over the top of him and he's camping with them. It's just before he actually finds he's asking them about the sheriff, I think, but it doesn't show the sound. He's just like talking and they're chilling, and that looked cool. Do you remember that? It's like a montage type of thing when he's walking out in the desert, or how he's traveling out.
This is after he's already seen him. Yeah, okay. For some reason I thought it was before, which makes no sense.
No.
Wait, what?
Huh?
He hasn't got to the town yet.
He hasn't got to the town. He's on his way to the town,
and he's
he runs into
camping.
the sand people.
And it's just music over the top, and you can see he's like moving his arms to them, and they're telling him something.
This is earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They just didn't need to do it that much.
Yeah.
Like to show that he does it is cool.
When he walked in, like surely that's not Boba Fett, and surely that isn't how they think his armor should
How
fit.
dainty did he look, right?
He looked fuck all,
He was
right?
massive.
Yeah.
It's like he borrowed that outfit. Well, he did, but it looked like a kid's outfit. He's like, oh, I don't have any Halloween stuff.
Went in the spotlight.
Yeah. And then you look at it, you're like, is that armor that good?
I was thinking this. One of my notes I wrote down. I was like, because he's like, I went back and I took him from the fucking bad people, and then they shot him, and I was like, what if they hit you in the neck, dude? Like you're fucked,
It
man.
didn't.
Oh, I mean,
And his
luckily.
arms?
He's like, and it's only like covering, not that. I was like, there's so many places you could have got shot there, and you would have been. Just because you've got that armor doesn't mean you can stand in the doorway with all the bullet fire coming your way.
Like a straight baller.
Like
and then that one bullet hits him
Yeah,
when
he's
he's
like-
taking on the miners.
And then he
Lucky I'm wearing this armor.
yeah, he's like, maybe I'm invincible.
Also, where do you get that replacement rocket? Or is that just a standard size rocket?
I
on
was
his back?
also confused about where he gets the fuel for the jetpack,
Yeah,
and
that-
how does he know what's in there?
Yeah, that's also a thing.
And that rocket does, the top comes off, so he must be finding more somewhere.
Maybe they make it.
I was also curious, maybe the Mandalorians are quite well known, which I thought they disappeared and people didn't really know them. So how did he know that armor was like really good to swap for the crystals he had?
Yeah, I mean, he
Maybe-
just wanted armor. I don't know if he knew.
Well, like he doesn't know that it's good, but maybe he just knows the presence that it gives.
Yeah,
Mandalorian presence.
And I
Because
did.
they're all cool and
Yeah.
hip and stuff.
I like the respect of the Jawas. The Jawas could have just killed him and
I was
taken
thinking the same. I was like,
Okay,
crystal.
yeah.
just fucking.
He's
like,
weak.
they're giving him water and they're offering him all this stuff, and he's like, nah. And then was there
Just
any
gut him.
that we do that later?
What?
I was gonna say like Easter eggy things in that. I was looking around in there for stuff, but
Oh, I didn't pause it on that. I was only looking at what they were offering him. So that's a cool looking
There's
R2D2.
probably a
The
bunch
one
of
they
things in
offered.
there, but yeah.
I would have taken that.
Um,
Fuck the town. I'm taking that.
What's the dude's name that plays the marshal?
Timothy
Timothy
Oliphant, something like that.
I thought he was good
Bruce is checking
in the episode, but I do feel like he was a weird pick. I don't know. I just.
Do you reckon he looked a bit too tidy?
Yeah, and there was a scene when he runs away, and it was when he was running the thing, and it just feel like there wasn't enough desperation in there. I don't want to question people's acting or anything, but like he kind of limped away. I was like, I don't know what. Anyway, but I like that actor. He's in a bunch of things that.
He's in Hitman, which I just saw.
Oh yeah, he's Hitman. So he's Deadwood, right? I've not seen Deadwood.
Yes, he's in Deadwood.
Apparently, Deadwood's a really
Santa
good show.
Clarita Diet.
Yeah, and he is. Have you guys seen Scream 2?
No.
He's in Scream 2. He's not the killer though.
Dun 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 dun.
He's the killer.
Great.
Oh,
No,
great. Double spoilers.
Spoiled for Scream 2.
When he was walking in the desert, how like turned in was his leg though?
Oh,
See it?
pigeon-toed.
Yeah, just.
What you mean with the big fucking what's their thing called? Their ship, their transport fucking bulldozer looking thing.
The
Jawa thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Vangabus.
Yeah. Because it.
It's just like he falls over and he's like, "What's that?" It's this big fuck off thing coming hell slow. Didn't see that there before. What the hell?
I got vibes from the episode that also had the Jawas and also had a creature in a tunnel that they had to
Was
kill.
it episode 2?
Yeah.
When Baby Yoda first uses
the
his
force. Yeah.
Oh.
I did at the beginning of that. I was actually
The whole thing, I got vibes from that.
yeah. No, I did the exact same thing, which was it was episode 2 or it's not 1, but it must be 2 or 3. And I think that is like a start of a story thing as well. But weirdly enough, did you guys think that Baby Yoda should have done something in this? Like anything?
Yeah, I was waiting for him to when those two
Or don't even show him that much then.
Yeah.
They keep flicking out. It's like
People
it's like,
love
remember
the child.
Baby Yoda's in it. Oh yeah, that's right.
You know, he's on the bike, his ears are flapping around. It's like, oh, look at him.
The thing about him is so vulnerable, and why didn't they leave him with that lady at the start?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or that when he gets off the bike in a town that he's never been to and then just leaves it on the bike and then walks inside.
Yeah.
It's like, you're just going to leave
Anyone
it there,
could
are you?
snipe him as he wanders around.
Just-
That guy, I was going to say, right at the start, I like that little club scene. I didn't like the fact
one-eyed
that...
guy?
Yeah, he looked awesome.
Cyclops.
And they have the pigs, which are from the first Star Wars.
Man, they're ugly and got skinny legs.
A lot of the
ones
creatures
that
were
were
from
fighting.
the first Star Wars. And the guy who was offering the drinks,
By the first Star Wars, what do you mean?
the originals.
So episode 4, 5,
Yeah.
6. Well, I mean it's that
They're-
time, so
Yeah, they're at the club thing. And then the guy who's offering the drinks is also a species that's in... He's green, though. Like a skinnier version. Same species. I like that they're using the original stuff and they're using prequel stuff.
okay, yeah, I just can't pick some of them. I did notice a couple, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to tell you that that's from that or that.
And
But there was heaps of races, right?
yeah.
Like in that bar, or what?
Yeah, a lot of them look new from what I could tell.
Okay, because there was one guy that's been smashed his face into a window. He's still got the glass in there.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. There was just a bunch of them.
Yeah. And the only I didn't like in that part that it was they're supposed to be like some space world, but it was a wrestling ring. I didn't like that.
It wasn't necessarily a ring. It was I think it was like an octagon more.
Weren't they ropes?
Yeah,
the ropes around it like an actual
but
boxing
But
match.
they were like folded back. It was weird. 'Cause I
Yeah.
remember looking at that thinking, "Oh, they're wrestling." I was like, "Wait, that looks just weird." And then I think it's just so if they did fall out, they would land on the ropes and then come back in, but they would still fall a bit. I don't know.
And one of the movies had a similar blades to what they had. They vibrate. Don't know if it's in the newer movies.
The what?
The axes they had were vibrating.
See, I thought it was a non-lethal battle. That's what I thought it was going at, but then he says
hit him
ending.
right, and then there was like this shield thing that looked like there was some like weird armor on them, as if like
Is it on them or is it like...
I don't know.
Because the way I was thinking of it is it's like the weapons that, I don't know, got some cool feature on them where if it hits something, rather than cut through it, it just does a little shockwave. I thought it was that sort of thing to make it like non-lethal.
Yeah,
But then he's like, kill him at the end. And it's like,
Yeah.
huh?
yeah, that guy was weird because he was really supporting just one of the people. I thought he was very one-eyed.
Shade, tunnel vision.
Also, that guy was he
Sorry,
was he
Is that in
animated?
your notes?
I thought of it when I was watching it.
Was he animated or was he
They look the
A
eye.
bit of him, yeah.
Yeah,
the
but
eye, there was one where the eye looked in a weird way. Like it didn't look at the person. That was the only bit. Other than that,
I'm also assuming that was someone famous, but I didn't look up who it was.
I'm not looking it up. You can't make me.
yeah, I didn't pick it.
I also replayed the graffiti on the wall, but I
I
only
did the same thing.
it was only creatures. One looked like C-3PO, but he was the little rat creature that.
Yeah, I'd seen a C-3PO. I think I seen a fucking stormtrooper.
Yeah, but they look like ghosts. They look in their
Yeah.
faces are
All I
odd.
seen was like
done
the
weird.
white.
Yeah,
And I just put, and maybe a Jabba the Hutt, maybe looking thing.
yeah, it could be.
Just because
I thought it was like a robot face.
Oh, that's not even on. It's not even on Tatooine, is it? Okay, maybe not Jabba the Hutt then.
Is that not?
Well,
It is.
I don't know.
The
It
Sarlacc.
is. Isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Oh, they were. Oh, okay. Oh, because I just
Boba Fett, the Sarlacc, and they had the fire. over the
okay,
thing.
just because when I was looking at it, I remember thinking, like, I looked and I was like, that could be him. I don't think I was putting things together that weren't there. There was something else as well, which I didn't even write down. But
Did you see the thing with his little speedster? Is that what they call him?
the pod racer thing.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was a cool reference because that looked identical to Anakin's.
Oh yeah. Now I know what
Yep.
you're fucking talking about.
Yeah.
I actually, is it Anakin's one? From episode 1? Same.
Well, it's Anakin's is like more out the little yellow things that come
but
off.
it's only
it.
one, right?
Yeah.
Because Anakin's is 2 things.
And yeah, but it looks like he's found that in the desert or something, and he's just taken
Yeah.
it, and he's put his little speedster thing to the side. So you saw when he pulled up, it's to the like side of him. Looked
Oh.
really cool.
Yeah, I what?
Did you notice that, Bryce?
Notice what? I wasn't listening. Sorry,
That's fair enough.
I
I
just saw
guess.
something.
What did you say, bro?
Nah, just the Boba Fett thing.
Great.
What's
What?
the Boba Fett
So
thing
now-
you've seen?
Don't know what you're
That
talking
was
about.
canon.
What?
So it was Boba Fett.
Well, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
assuming it was. I don't know why it wouldn't be. They used like the same actor. I'm pretty sure it's the same actor.
Yeah, no,
I paused on him to have a look, and I was like, "That looks like him. It probably is. There's a lot of hints to it, and if
It's
I'm
not-
wrong, then I'm wrong."
do you know who the
Hold
guy is, bro?
Yeah,
I
I
liked
see. I
it.
looked at it and I was like, "That's off a pod racer," but I didn't be like, "It's probably something," but I didn't think it
Resembles
was part of something.
Anakin's a lot.
Yeah.
I reckon when they designed it, I was like, oh, it's got a bit of Sebulba's, a bit of Anakin's. That's all I know.
It's a Bulba.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So let's cut towards the end, right? What's Mando goes inside the big snake thing.
Yeah.
What's it called? The snake thing.
Did they name? They didn't. There was a dragon that just.
They called it a couple of things, but they did say something dragon.
Yeah, they
That's
said
what it
that.
is. That's what we're gonna call it.
No, the dragon,
Um,
the snake. Yeah, go.
the dragon. So it goes inside it, right? Comes out. It's covered in gut slime or whatever it is. Why is he not getting melted away?
But were those other people getting melted away?
They were
I
definitely.
thought they were getting melted.
It seemed like it, but then it ruins that idea at the end where he's just out there fine, right?
Yeah. And what did he? What was that little taser thingy? Has he used that before? There was all like
I think so.
electricity coming out of the mouth when he, like, it was tasering it to get out of the
I'm pretty
mouth.
sure he did, didn't he?
I'm pretty sure he has.
I think he
shown
used
that
it
before.
in. Fuck. That was the one thing I didn't do is rewatch season 1.
Yeah.
It's been like over a year
That
since
would've
I've
been a good
watched
idea.
it. So, but
I want to know what the plan was. How did they blow up that creature, which they were sacrificing so many creatures in this? Those poor little
yeah, no, they
ram
were.
things. How were they
So
going to
hairy.
blow it up if their plan wasn't to shoot it when it's in the mouth? Or is that why
What wasn't
What?
that one of the plans
the marshal
to feed the thing?
So that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
and what those ropes, like they're tied to the tiniest little pole, and they thought that was going to
yeah,
hold
it's like
his
half a
head
foot
there.
under the ground. It's fine.
What the?
And then, as soon as I saw one run up and grab the rope, it's like, well, how is that going to work? Look
And
at
then
the
it's
size
even
of
pulled
it.
in. Let
Yeah.
go.
yeah.
Let go.
Let
No.
go, you idiot. Yeah, no, the plan wasn't. I mean, it was a last second plan apparently, but it did seem like a better idea would to just get him to eat it at the start, explode it then. When
No,
you
you gotta
feed-
go. You
when
gotta
you
go
f-
for the belly rather than
Wait.
the
when
inside
you
of it.
feed him. Just
No, there
do it.
was a detonator. They weren't going to shoot it because he grabbed the detonator off the marshal
Yeah.
and hit him away. I guess there was a plan.
Also, I don't like that they didn't show how big it was.
They kind of did.
Yeah.
Did they though? It came out the top of the mountain, and next minute it goes back down in the mountain. It's like, how much rock does it have to go through?
I mean, you
And then it
got a
comes-
scale size of that perfect
Yeah.
map that they made.
Did you notice the nuts they were using in that?
Australia.
I swear they were, weren't they? With the little off the eucalyptus tree,
Mm.
the little nuts they were pouring.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
What?
That's
I just thought it was a quinky dink.
Well, they look identical.
I mean, they do.
You never threw them at other kids?
I mean, I did, but I didn't. I actually thought they were just little rock that they were putting down. I didn't.
No, though, because they zoomed in when they added more people.
Okay, fuck, I didn't even notice that.
I just volunteered your
Go.
They're like the Mandalorian is like a sharpshooter, but no one shoots the eye when they're at the
oh,
top.
man.
And-
Tell me about it, eh?
And
That's
he's,
what I was. Yeah, just go for that, right?
and he's also shooting with the thing that like disintegrates people. That rifle he has.
And he keeps reloading it.
That
He
wasn't
gets-
doing as much as like that was doing the same amount of damage as that other guy's gun
Yeah.
was.
What, nothing?
Yeah.
It was almost like don't even bother wasting your ammo on it at certain stages.
The jetpack flying looked really cool. I really like how they landed. Like look realistic.
Yeah.
And then do you know when I don't know if I looked away for a second, but they're at the top, and when they went down, that one come behind. I'm like, oh, there's two of them.
I said the same thing.
I thought there was a baby one.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, you didn't get the mum or something like that.
No, that was just the same one.
It's
That
so-
would have been cool.
It reminded me of Tremors so much. Tremors 8. They copied Tremors. What's Tremors, you ask?
I thought it looked like that June movie that's
Find
coming out that's based off a hell old book.
Who? What did you say?
Dune?
Dune.
Oh.
You want me to be American?
I thought you said June.
Yeah, it is.
Wait.
J-U-N-E.
June, like the Dunes.
Oh,
Sand
Sorry.
dunes.
that's right. I just
Call
thought it
of
was.
Duty, Dunes.
I'm thinking of the month. Like,
yeah.
what's
Call
so good
of
about
Duty.
June? Okay. Nah, it's more Tremors. Sorry. But that beginning bit when he's going through the thing.
I'm sure
It's like,
Tremors predates June, the book. Yeah,
yeah,
I believe it.
it's probably fucking copied it. Bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yep.
It's famous, fuckers.
Oh, sorry. I hate famous things.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I'm a bit
What
of a
else
hipster.
happened in that fight that was dumb?
I thought you were supposed to be the one that liked it.
That fight
You'll
was
say-
dumb.
Yeah, in ways it was. It just didn't make a lot of sense with why the fuck the creature is just like, I'm here, keep shooting me, but nothing's happening. Okay, keep doing that. I'm gonna back up a bit. Oh no, I'm back again.
I'm angry.
That bit when it goes, it's like, oh no, it's retreating. I was like, oh, they're gonna have to work something out because it's oh no, it's just back.
Yeah,
Okay, well I don't know why they even said that then.
that was one thing. Usually in movies, they have that, then they fail, then they come back with a new plan, which they kind of did on the spot.
Yeah,
They lost I don't know how many people was in that little mining town. I don't know how people were left when the entire bar was shot
Yeah.
up. And yet they left the barkeeper.
there must. Well, how many was
Tender.
there? 30 people. Apparently, there's a school there and everything.
Did they say that?
She said, what happens if it took down the school?
I feel like they didn't show enough of that. It didn't make me feel like that was a community. I just thought it was the
I thought 8 houses,
bartender, the marshal, and the guy that yelled at the Tuscan Raider.
Yeah. I don't know. Were those famous people?
Fuck that
Those
guy.
other people that were in that?
No, because no one really spoke. No one.
Yeah, I guess.
And also, do you know you start predicting the ending? Marshall proves himself, becomes a Mandalorian, gets to keep the armor. That's what I thought was going to
You're
happen.
wrong.
He just snatched it off, and as soon as someone comes into that town, they're fucked.
You know what I love is how fucking tough he thinks he is. And he's like, pretty much, we're going to have to fight to the death over it. It's like, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Just
You
doesn't
don't know
understand.
that.
I mean, yeah, I do.
I
You-
sometimes do hate how cocky the Mandalorian is with
Did you see
just-
that mad flex at the beginning, though?
No, but like, yeah, right at the beginning when he's got his fucking, there's a gun on his neck.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
punch, and he's just like, I'll let you live for that. And I'm just thinking, like, this guy just fucking pulls the trigger.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah,
the
he does.
Mandalorian's very nice though. He just wants what he wants.
He does want what he wants. And And then he threatens the guy later, and I'm like, you're not gonna win this, dude.
Yeah.
And then obviously the perfect timing, the fucking thing comes through, and then it's also that thing that I guess maybe the Mandalorian's so nice, but he could just be like, I'm not helping you with this creature. Give me the fucking armor, and I'm out of here. That's all he needs to do. He doesn't need to help.
Yeah.
them.
But he likes payment.
Yeah.
He likes to do jobs.
And I guess there's some honor type thing amongst thieves.
Dun dun dun. What?
I don't know.
I did like it though.
I liked it too. Like, it was enjoyable. There's lots of things that you can. I think when you're criticizing little things like that, it means the episode's pretty good because you're criticizing weird little bits about it, right?
It was just too similar to that other episode.
Yeah.
But I think they did it in a good way. Like, they trick you because it instantly you're like, oh man, that's gonna be Boba Fett. Did you think that?
No.
Oh, okay. Guess I'm just the only big brain in the room.
I did not. When I first seen the armor, I was like, oh, what? Someone's got someone else's Mandalorian armor. And it wasn't until hell later. No, when he shoots the rocket, I went, wait, is that Boba Fett's armor? Like, what the hell? I've also said Boba Fett and Boba Fett. So I'm out. I don't give a fuck.
Django.
Whatever you want to call it.
I grew up saying Boba Fett, but in the films they say both names, I'm pretty sure. 'Cause he
Yeah.
goes, Boba,
In the fucking. If
come
you
here.
watch.
Cook that man some fucking eggs.
If you watch.
The actor.
What the fuck are the names? A New Hope. A New Hope? What's the fourth movie called? I'm having
Empire.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. New
Okay.
Hope. And
Yeah, you fucked me. But anyway.
New Hope is the first.
Yeah. No.
The first of the prequels.
Okay.
Because it's the New Hope.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, how's the first one Empire Strikes Back? Anyway.
Layla.
Yeah, that's the
Can't
thing.
think correct.
They say her name wrong so many times
Oh,
in
yeah,
that movie.
yeah.
Because there was a bunch of English actors and American actors, and they were doing different sets and stuff, and different people were just saying it. They call her Leah in one of the scenes. And it's just like, is anyone going to correct that, or
Don't they
just
say
Don't
Han
get
and
me.
Han as
yeah?
well?
They say Han and
Yeah.
Han because of the English and American. both
Yeah.
of
And
them
that's why
doing
it did so well, because everyone could relate.
Oh yeah,
That was it.
the Millennium Falcon.
Falcon.
Backlon.
Yeah. Okay, I wrote down was R5 a thing?
What does that mean?
There was one of the gifts he was giving him was R5.
Ah, did they say that?
Wasn't
They
R5
said he called him R5.
wasn't
Ah.
R5 the droid that helped at the beginning show the map? Wasn't that R5?
You're not talking about R2D2.
No, what? The lady.
No,
sorry,
that was a different thing. Wait. I swear R5 was something that they... No, because they wouldn't have said R5, wouldn't they? Maybe that was her. What did they offer?
They offered a droid.
No, that droid was the old droid. I thought he had the round, like flat top.
Yeah.
Was he not?
Fuck if I could
That
remember.
whole part, like, you're being too comedic. Like, she's just not even a character at this point. That's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
cartoon character.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
just saying whatever the fuck she wants.
And
right?
then
Over
they
the
had.
top.
Did you get like prequel Jar Jar Binks vibes when the robot was getting sucked in the tube? It's like, don't do that.
Not really. Weirdly enough, I wasn't even looking at it, and she reacted to something at the background because it was in
Yeah.
the background. I'm pretty sure because I didn't even know.
No, but
what
then
happened.
it just shows him with the pipe. I'm pretty sure, and he gets his face sucked in.
Oh,
and
okay,
he's
yeah.
I chuckled a little
What?
bit.
Right,
Did you?
no.
You know.
And then
Uh.
yeah, that was also when I thought the Mandalorian, before you see the Tusken Raiders, was talking to the dog, and that made me cringe because the dog's like,
Oh, and give
wait, does he
pats.
talk to animals?
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Well, he did that thing with the dog. When the
The
dog
sand
came
people
out,
are
he went.
Yeah, but he's speaking. Trying to borderline racist.
What?
He was speaking
Sand-
Tusken Raider like to a dog, like saying, "Here, good boy.
Oh.
Here, yippee, yip yip." And then
Okay.
it's wagging its non-tail.
Yeah. I don't know. Never.
Uh,
I guess so.
what's the next Easter egg?
I don't know any Easter eggs at all. That
No,
was cool.
mine
That,
weren't Easter eggs.
it was cool that he
notices
mentioned the
stuff.
second Death Star. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, yep.
They were like highlighted it anyway.
Yeah.
Just
Because yeah, Steph and I were like, wait, when is this set? And then he said that. It's like, okay, it makes sense now.
I didn't like that his clothes. This is just minor picking. When he was wearing the Mandalorian armor, were all like cleaning that, and then you see the recap, and he's wearing the exact same clothes. Like, did this just happen a week before?
You got to make sure he's the same person.
That's where I was curious because I was
Could've
wondering.
been.
I was wondering the
His
timeline.
face isn't obvious or anything.
Like that because like he does that thing where literally the second Death Star explodes, and then like it's almost as it explodes, these guys are like, "We knew that was going to happen, and we're here to raid this place or whatever." And then he goes and does. So I'm like, is there a time frame from where this is? Then do we know an exact time frame? But because you're saying he's wearing the same clothes, right? But like, has he only had that Mandalorian armor for like a fucking day?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It must be a while.
He knew how to use the jetpack, though. He knew how to
Yeah,
work.
no, he's obviously had it for a while.
Also, did he learn it in the desert before he returned? He
Accidentally
aimed,
fires that rocket.
Yeah, he aimed it.
I reckon he must have practiced.
Yeah.
Can't just like jetpack
Unless
away
the suit knows.
Wee-oo, wee-oo.
the suit knows.
Jarvis.
Yeah, it could be Jarvis. And he's going to extract him. Make him the vision.
That fight scene, there was a funny bit. The only bit that made me laugh, I don't think I laughed that much, but the bit that made me laugh is when they were fighting and then some random guy goes to punch the Mandalorian and he just puts his head in the way and then uses his head and then it just fucks up the dude when he punches him. I thought that was funny.
Doesn't he punch him in the head and then he headbutts back into the other guy that's holding him?
No, he puts his head like into the guy's fist and then he hurts his hand because he's punched his helmet.
What about the pig with the vibrating axe that jumps off the thing without the axe, and then I don't know where the pig goes? He just jumped off
he
at
jumps
him.
onto the table. He lands.
Yeah, but
he
that
goes
would've
to the-
killed him.
Oh, that was the other thing. Wrestling vibes with that.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a wrestling thing
Yeah.
to jump, miss everyone, but then go through a table. I was like, wait a minute.
But that wouldn't have knocked the pig out.
You
Surely
never
he
know.
could just get back up and try.
That was the other. So they're not shit because just going back to that thing of they're fighting, they're not shielded because he shoots him. It must be the weapon thing, or we're just wrong and just
I thought it was
the way that he's showing them hit each other. It was like to cause dramatic effect. It just looked like they were shielded.
Well, I was like, oh, that's Disney censoring it because Disney doesn't like to show the lightsabers actually slash for a lot of people. Like they wouldn't show. I'm guessing if they had Darth Maul and they made the prequels, they wouldn't show him split in four.
Okay.
But then later on, which I do think it's acid, you see the acid burning those people.
Yeah, you just hear him.
But they like
No, he
disappear.
goes over it. There's this camera
Did
shot
they
that goes-
actually like completely go though?
Yeah, their bodies. You can just see them fall. It reminds me of
It's just annoying the fact that he goes in. Maybe it's like only when he spits it.
Yeah, maybe it's
through.
a different reservoir.
It's like it's a combination when he spits it. He's grabbing different things, and then when he spits it out, it's acidic. But if you just go inside him, it's not.
No, like
Just
a
defending
snake,
the show.
like a snake
No,
with
just
venom sort of thing.
reminded me of something. You remind me of the people that watch Batman vs Superman. Like, Batman's not killing them; he's just knocking them out. That's you. You know when Batman's clearly killing them.
Well, he's
in
not
that.
supposed to be killing them, so because he's a good boy, probably.
The Marshal mentioned Wombrats like fucking 60 times.
Did he?
Yeah. He said,
I do remember him mentioning it.
He
but I
said
don't know
something about the two suns were shining on him on the Wombrat swamp that day when maybe he got founded by the Jawas or that. Then says something about a Wombrat when they're about to attack the dragon, and I think when they first meet him, he mentions Wombrats.
Okay, I do remember him mentioning it.
He says
'Cause that's-
something about the child, doesn't he? And calls it a womp rat.
Yeah, that's what he does. Yeah, he calls it that. That's what I remember.
And that's like the only time I think that's mentioned. It might be it mentioned in early episodes, but A New Hope is when Luke mentions the Wombrats, like he's shooting him or something.
That's when he's getting trained by Yoda, right?
No, he says it in the. Oh, actually, no, he does. Yeah, you're right, because he said I used to do this, didn't he? He used to shoot the Wombrats.
Oh God!
What the fuck is a Wombrat? Show us. They've probably been shown. I don't know, but show us what a Wombrat is.
I'm actually going to look at
They're
it. 'cause I
fucking
wanna-
obsessed with them.
You know what was more exciting than this episode? The recap.
I skipped
And you
it,
see the... Oh, so you didn't see
because
the
I'm not dumb.
black lightsaber. You forgot about it completely.
It's not called the black lightsaber. You stupid.
What's it
dumb.
called then, hero?
The black saber? Dark saber? No, it's a dark saber, isn't it?
I don't know what it's
So
called.
it's a black
The
lightsaber.
Mandalorian saber.
That vibrates, doesn't it, when he turns that on?
What do you mean vibrates?
You see, rewatch the axe scene and they're vibrating. I think that sword does something similar.
Ah,
Or maybe it's in the sequels. does it.
Yeah. So are you more because you watched the recap? Are you more not liking the episode because it had none of that
It's not
stuff?
that I didn't like it,
No.
Why didn't you like it though?
because there wasn't a lot to it. Like, not a lot happened. You know what I'm saying? I sat there for 53 minutes and it felt like nothing happened. They
I feel like
killed a
lot-
thing,
A lot of the first seasons like that.
but like there's no story to it though. Like,
'Cause I
there's,
did
like,
Find bits of
is
the
it character?
first
Is
season
it character
a bit
building?
like that. Like I was like, not much is happening. This is irrelevant, sort of thing. And this one, I felt less about that. Like I felt like it was fine. I don't know. It depends because some people watch Star Wars stuff for the different races and different creatures and the cool little things like that, and then I guess the Easter eggs and stuff like that. That's why. Do you think that they're doing too much of that for fans? Just like
Sometimes I think there's a bit too much.
yeah, just like oh, we've got to chuck this in there. Like we've got to Jar Jar will be in it.
Yeah.
I mean he won't, but you know what I mean.
Oh.
I really like they have the Boba Fett thing, but I could also deal without them having that.
Yeah, they
either.
don't need it, right?
Yeah.
Like, why does he have to be? I got a weird. Well, I mean, have you done all your notes? I was just gonna answer.
The only other note I had is Mandalorian is Ash and Baby Yoda is Pikachu. And they go on
Fair
adventures. And he's in the Pokeball.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. And did anyone giggle when he quickly... I know it's in
Yeah.
the ad, but he quickly clicked the thing and hit. I had a little
It's
giggle.
what? It's an ad.
Oh, it was in the ad for the Mandalorian.
Oh, okay. I
Did
didn't
you watch the
it.
trailer?
I didn't say that.
It had more story than this.
Oof.
No, what I was gonna say is, what do you think is gonna happen in the season? I mean, they've introduced. Are they gonna be having Boba Fett in it,
Surely
Well, he has to, doesn't
or
he?
is he just gonna be at the end of heaps of scenes watching on?
Boba Fett is currently the only one that might know about Yoda and knows about Luke and knows about the Force. No one else knows the word for it, do they? They've never said the word.
What does the girl say? Force?
I thought they say magic a lot.
The chick that he went to, I don't know her name, the one with the robots. Does she say? I swear she says something about the Force. But I mean, to a lot of people, the Force is a made-up thing.
Yeah. But Boba Fett will actually know.
It's actually
Maybe
real
he'll
thing.
try to get Baby Yoda.
Maybe. He'll actually be bad. I mean, he is. I mean,
The only thing is the Mandalorians aren't supposed to take off their armor or anything like that. And did he lose his armor?
that's what you assume that the fact that thing ate the thing he was in, and maybe he's got lots of scars on him, so maybe he got it ripped off him in a battle with something the whatever the Sirikara, what's it called?
Sarlacc.
Sarlacc, Sirikala. That's close. The
Some
letters are all there.
some female Jedi.
That could have eaten something else that fucked him up while he was down there, and then that thing ate that, and then that's how he got out. That's what I'm guessing happened.
He resembles Darth Vader when you take off the helmet.
I was gonna say that as well, like the same scars.
Do you think he's more pale? Like he looks pale when you see him.
Yeah, which is weird. 'Cause
I don't think I recognized. That's why I didn't even notice.
Especially
that
not
was
living
him.
in a desert.
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe he's only just gone back there for some reason. I don't know. I didn't write the story. But I was just thinking, is he a good character to have and die?
Now,
Yeah, he can teach him something and then die.
the only thing they've opened up is the fact that he's had a life, and now they can do a movie. Like this is what happened before he met Mandalorian. They just keep opening all these things, but
Oh, you mean Boba Fett?
yeah,
They're doing a Boba Fett movie, right?
they keep saying that. I don't know if they are.
But it's a prequel. I mean,
Oh,
it has to, well,
right.
I mean, technically everyone thought it was because they thought it had to be.
Yeah, the prequels don't work because you saw what he did in the original trilogy, and he didn't do anything.
It's just there's that thing where someone's got a gun against his head.
Didn't they
"Give me the
smack
money."
his jetpack and the jetpack goes flying, and that's how he ends up in the something like
Just
that?
that
isn't
whole
it? Or they
scene
shoot
with-
it. Yeah, it's dumb. They have the gif of it. It's
Oh,
only
okay.
worse when you watch the gif constantly and you pick up.
Oh, okay.
I think his jetpack malfunctioned, or they shot it, or
someone
something.
shot it, and he goes, ah!
Yeah, and then he
Across
flops.
this-
in.
yeah.
Is it not? So wait, now that you say that, is that not similar to what Mandalorian did to him? Where
Yeah.
he knocked that
Yeah, it could
same
be a
thing and then
reference
he
to
did
that.
the exact same thing.
And they also said See, that means the Jawas fixed it.
Well, they normally do, right? They like fix
Yeah.
everything and then. But it's. I mean, I'm assuming I'm supposed to know because there's like a bullet hole in the head, and that's supposed to be like that means
Yeah.
it's him. But I don't remember that happening. So.
See, I would say Bryce is right in some way where he got the armor and now he's got another quest to do. He didn't end up finding out how to get back to the Mandalorians. All he did was find more armor. Now he doesn't know who that armor belongs to.
Yeah.
He's just going to return that as well. But he didn't get the answer he went there for.
No, he didn't. But I think the Boba Fett thing at the end is still.
Would he have to trail him now?
Yeah.
How many more episodes do you reckon are going to be on Tatooine?
Maybe just straight away at the next one he follows him.
Yeah, I got a funny feeling he's leaving to another one straight away. I don't know the planets. Sorry. I was going to give you like an like where
Endor.
I was going to say where he would be, but I was like, I don't know. Could be anywhere.
No, they just add new stuff, don't they?
I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's interesting predicting what you think is going to happen before it happens.
When I was watching,
So that when you're wrong, you look like an idiot.
Yes, I'm suggesting Boba Fett dies episode 3.
Yeah.
After he tells him about how important this Baby Yoda is and how he's got to do something. And then Sasha Banks is going to come out.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, that's all I heard.
Pretending to be Baby Yoda.
No,
nice.
There's a wrestler that's going to be in the show.
Oh, right.
She's supposed to be in it. I don't know what she's supposed to be.
Oh, the
Alexa
UFC
Bliss.
lady.
No, it's Sasha Banks.
Also, throughout that, I'm thinking of the timeline. I'm like, I wonder if Baby Ray is on that planet. I wonder if that ship, they could have referenced that. But that's all on Jakku.
Yeah.
I completely
Do you know what you were saying? I was like,
Yeah.
wait a second,
Yeah.
maybe.
The other-
You're
Why did
right.
they reference any of that?
Do you reckon they will?
I don't know.
I kind of hope not, because I don't need to reference fucking every single thing, right?
I'm so curious of where it's heading, where
But
Baby
why not?
Yoda is in the future, in those movies with Ray. Where's Baby Yoda?
You suggest maybe he doesn't make it? Do you know how many seasons
No.
they're making of this?
Fuck, if he
I
does.
when I looked at IMDb,
riot.
just before, they said 3. There was a third option.
I hope they have an end in mind. I know that actually Game of Thrones they didn't have an end in mind because they didn't know it.
I mean,
But I don't want them to do a Game of Thrones thing.
Yeah, they kind of did have an end in mind, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Where they open up all these plot
Yeah, they're
threads
not-
and then they don't solve them.
Yeah, you don't want them to just start doing seasons and go, oh, we don't know when we're going to stop, and then they get fucking cancelled and then it's all of a sudden they have to wrap everything up in one fucking, like, 4 episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was just wondering, just because how much things they can start referencing, how much time is going to pass.
Mm.
Because, like, what's the end game, right?
Yeah, true. Well, what's he trying to get? He needs to get to the Mandalorians to know where Yoda comes from. Is that what he's doing? Or he's trying to learn that
He
at the
just
same
needs-
time?
He needs information about.
What the child is.
Yeah.
Where?
Oh, then we forget about the Dark Blade. and that
Yeah, I
whole
mean,
thing.
that's got stuff. That's going to have something to do with something. I just thought that they seem to link a big thing together. I'm just wondering if, like, the Mandalorian does a thing at the end where doing all this stuff with Baby Yoda saves Rey. How does Rey go?
Sets
Get-
it all up.
Yeah, like, and then like the ending is him
I'd hate
sacrificing himself doing that. This is like a Star Wars thing, right?
I hate the coincidences and the
Like
connections.
that sort of thing of
Like a
you're
Rogue
watching.
One sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like the Rogue One sort of thing. Even, I mean, well, they're all connected, but I guess, I don't know. I haven't really watched all of Rebels or anything. That's a similar time, right?
Yeah, Rebels had some stuff in it.
Because Rebels
I
is
know
after.
A lot of people were just watching on Disney Plus. They released that. I'm gonna say 8, but I don't think that's it. Of the final Clone Wars,
Yeah.
people were watching that and they said that was good and it might connect to more stuff.
Okay. I don't know. I think I started watching Clone Wars.
Yeah,
And
That's supposed to be the
I
good
started
one.
watching Rebels as well. And
Rebels is younger, but it does have some cool stuff later.
yeah, just not for me. Don't know.
I don't even watch Clone Wars because there's so much like sidetracking and all that.
It's also like when I looked at it, and you know when you look at something, there's 9 seasons, and you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna have time for this.
Supernatural.
Mate, there's 16 seasons of that. There's so much. I haven't even caught up. Fucking hell.
But
Go.
Is this one of the only, I'm trying to think, Star Wars things where everyone watches it and no one, like, they hate the sequels, they hate the prequels, they like the originals, 2 of them. Is this one of the only Star Wars things everyone agrees and they like, except for fucking Hater Bombader?
I'm trying to
Don't point at me.
Nah, I think people dislike it as well.
I just think this is everything I feel like that world should be in this show. It has
But
all
they've obviously done it differently because it's a TV show. You can do so much more. You can expand on some things, and then you can lower on some other things. You don't need to have like these
I think
weird characters.
it works because it's contained. It's restricted by the budget, while sometimes the movie's a bit crazy.
Yeah,
So I'd like to see a Jedi in this world and see,
that's gonna piss people off.
but would it jump around like they do in the prequels, or would they pull it back a bit like Rey? Actually, Rey jumps around.
Not that much though. Not as much
In
as
that last
fucking-
one, she did.
Not as much as fucking the prequels. So. Well, yeah. I don't know. It's hard. Like I showed my mom the first episode of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
She didn't. She was like, nah. But she likes the original 3 Star Wars and not really the other ones. But her attention span's pretty bad. So
Yeah.
she just asked questions about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And even Baby Yoda at the end didn't make her want to watch the next one.
Yeah.
So
My
it was
mum would
like,
be like that too.
it's like, oh God, you just gotta. Sometimes when there's 50-minute TV shows these days, and they're trying to tell a story, sometimes there'll be 10-minute periods where not heaps is happening, but you just gotta kind of like get in the moment of it. And I get people can lose track, right?
Mm.
Just be like, I think the beginning of the first episode of season 1 was good, but there's like a 10-minute period in there where nothing really is happening. Just a lot of travel, and like he barely speaks, so it's very hard to go with it.
I just like being in that world. There's something else that it's just cool being in that thing. I can't think of what I was gonna connect it to. But you know when you like,
You must smoke
that's
weed.
awesome to see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have.
yeah, sweet. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Is the first one when he lands on the ice planet with the blue dude?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like the
cool.
opening scene,
Yeah.
and he captures him.
Yes, and then he leaves straight away.
Yeah,
And it goes. I don't know the theme song, but it's something like that.
I don't remember the theme song.
Something like that.
Are we doing ratings?
Nah.
We
Because I'll
could.
just fuck it up.
Yeah, I know. That's why you don't want to do it.
You said you didn't hate it.
Yeah, all right. Bryce, give it a rating out of 10. Come
2.
on. Oh,
Everything's uphill from here.
Out of 5.
no. Do it- oh,
Yeah, limits him.
yeah, limit him. No, do it out of 10.
Out of 10. 7. There you go.
That's not that
Jeez,
bad.
that's very. I would
I
say
didn't
7.
say I didn't like
That's
the
so
episode.
generous.
Like,
You hated it that much, and you give it 7. I can't even value your opinion.
this is why I'm not doing this anymore.
Because I was either 7 or 7.5. Like that's.
Yeah.
But the problem is because we talked and we said a lot of negative things, it brings me down to 7. We didn't say that many positive things.
It was just a bit same as that other episode that we were
Yeah.
talking about, where
I mean,
the little
it's
creature.
like everything about Star Wars in it was cool.
I would say that episode's better than the other one, where Baby Yoda stops the rhino thing. I like that,
Yeah,
all of that,
just for
and
that.
that's only
one
half
scene,
hour.
yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure. No, he's going through a cave and he's fighting off creatures in the cave, and he meets the Jawas and does all. Oh, he's hanging off the side of the Jawas, isn't he? And Baby Yoda's flying next to the. What do we call it? The Vengabus.
Yeah.
And we go,
yeah. The Vengabus is coming. Yeah. All right, you're doing 7 then. I'm also going to do 7 then.
I didn't come out of this episode excited for the next one. I'm not like,
Really?
man, I can't wait to watch more of this.
Really?
It's like, I want to watch more of it. But this episode didn't sell me on it.
I would say sometimes that world seems scary. Everything in this episode was all nice. The Tusken Raiders were nice. The only people that were mean were the actual humans. Where they were mean to the Tusken Raiders. Yeah. And then you have, what is it? The Jawas usually are assholes. Didn't do anything. They saved that guy. Everyone.
It's just the snake, right?
Oh, the one at the start was, yeah, nasty.
Yeah.
Did you think that snake, when you saw that creature, was like, oh, that screams like Star Wars type creature? Or what do you think? It looked cool.
Yeah, I got like, I already said it, but I got 1,000% fucking Tremor vibes of it,
Yeah.
which is scary to me. I used to be really scared of that, like the idea of something can eat you from under the ground and you just can't do anything
Yeah.
about it. Like,
And do you know in that
it's
tower,
terrifying.
Yeah, no, that,
if something like say that road out there was sand and it comes through there, it would crack every single building because all the level
they would not stand a chance against
that bar would have just broke down, wouldn't it? That they were in.
unless
Yeah.
those
Everything would be fucked.
unless those buildings are on stilts that are like 500 meters deep.
Yeah.
And why would it care to be going down the laneway like that? Why would it care? Like, it could just
For
go.
the image, so they could slowly look.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it wouldn't care. It wouldn't be going
Yeah.
down it. It would just go under everything and ruin how you. I mean, it did ruin stuff anyway.
Yeah. They pick that thing back up. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like,
Pulled it too
That's
far. as
all
well.
That's
but it's
all,
like, what is that? Does it have a use? Get rid of it.
also
Put it on bulk rubbish.
Actually, no. Did he eat out that rock thing when he went up? Or was that just a
that's
hole?
a different movie.
Oh, that was the rock porno.
Yeah.
Did he eat out rock?
Mate,
No. Was
would
that
have
like a
to.
hole?
It would have to be a hole, right?
What are we talking
So
about?
why wouldn't they leave on the rocks?
Wait, what?
He went to the top of the rock things and he's looking out, and that's where the Mandalorian landed up there.
Yeah.
Does he eat rocks?
Oh, do you mean when he went to bite him and then he ate a bunch of fucking rocks and stuff?
And then he came back down. So
No,
went
he was
up.
at the top of the mountain thing he was on.
Yeah.
Did he eat his way up there, or was that just open and he looked out?
I don't think he eats his way through any of it. I think it's just like a.
He pushes his
His
way.
car-
He's got a hard
Yeah.
head.
So he could destroy the rocks if they lived on the mountains nearby.
I guess so. I mean, going on Tremor's logic, which is pretty smart, they can't go through like big rocks and mountains and stuff. That's why they were stuck in the area that they were in. But these
Spoilers
are
for Tremors.
yeah, these are different creatures, so I wouldn't know. The only thing I was going to say is the eating thing, where he ate when he ate
So
the
much
mammoth
sand.
thing. Oh no, not even the mammoth. I think when he did, when they were feeding him, he eats like a bunch of sand and that, and then later when he tries to get the Mandalorians, well, the Marshal and the Mandalorian, he eats like the side of the rock and a bunch of like bites through all that. Like, how is his digestive system?
Maybe that's the acid answer. Maybe
Like
the
a-
acid cooks the.
Maybe
Yeah.
whales eat a lot of water when they go to eat krill.
Mm-hmm.
They spit it out.
So
Yeah,
maybe
but where's
that's why
he
the,
spit it out of the sand?
We
have
never
the
see
Mandalorian
shithole.
safe because the sand's in there.
Yep, that's it.
It's everything's tied up. There's
Yeah.
no.
There we
there's
go.
no more questions.
It's got all that green sticky
Bring that
stuff on
straight
him,
up
but
to
no
a 10,
sand.
boys.
Straight up to a 10.
But it
What
looked
did
like
you
a
rate
shark.
it?
I'd probably sit on a 7 as well.
What? We all loved it. It's
quite nice.
Best ever. I wonder what Skeety
It's
gave it.
it's a good first episode.
Yeah, it was fine.
It's like just like a bit of a warm up, like, oh, this is what I'm in for, more of this sort of stuff. And you can't, I mean, you're hoping that, even though I'm still saying the episode wasn't bad, but you hope it's getting better as it keeps going.
Oh,
And-
definitely after that display.
I like the prequels. So I like the references to the prequels.
I don't mind the prequels.
Yeah.
After
What was that pearl?
Oh, yeah.
Why did he take a hunk of meat?
I guess that makes sense because he's got the sand in there like a clam.
Like a clam.
Wait, what? What's the.
Clams make
Clam
sand.
get a grain of sand and that becomes a
Oh,
pearl.
I thought
so
about the
maybe
meat.
that's related to,
Okay.
but that doesn't have the aesthetic of
Yeah.
a clam. I guess it was hard on the outside.
Was it a pearl?
It looked like a big pearl.
Yeah. When I
Also-
first looked at it, I was like, is that his eye? What's this supposed to be?
It reminded me of the Destiny raid boss. Remind me of Riven.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But then he
Look like
takes,
Riven.
he
I'm
takes
not.
takes that big chunk of meat and puts it on the back of his bike, and it's like,
Just
what are you?
food, right?
Yes,
Like-
they actually didn't say you could have that chunk
Yeah.
of meat because they said they would
Yeah.
have the thing. Did you make a deal for that? Did you get like
They're
a
gonna
real
be
pissed.
That was like anime vibes when he grabbed that. Remind me of Goku or something, grabbing that big chunk.
Just roasting it over a fire.
It was a lot.
All
I
right.
mean, it would spoil pretty quickly.
Yeah. All in all, he needs to take
Definitely.
better care of
Is there
Baby Yoda.
flies out there? That thing's fucked.
Probably.
Don't know.
It eats Sarlacc.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it
No
as much
worries.
as
Sorry.
Jason did.
And as we always say, Jason,
Beep,
That's how we normally end.
That's how we end the.
I can't believe you didn't like my one-eyed joke. It was a classic.
it's funny.
Because he's got one eye, and I implied...
Didn't have.
Just
that-
end it. Just end it.
I didn't have that. Shoot the eye.
Shoot the eye. Underlined as well.
Bye, everybody.
Cunt.